from the city of Joy, Kolkata. So I'll just keep it very short. So with over 25 years of corporate experience and working for different industries, and with the last 12 years, I'm on my own as a freelance corporate soft skill trainer. So I specialize in leadership and behavioral training for corporates. So I'll just keep it very short. So with over 25 years of corporate experience. I'm from, like I said, I'm specializing in soft skill and behavioral training for corporates pan India. So I do a lot of online as well as offline sessions and a lot of simulation-based sessions as well. And I'm also a master trainer conducting, train the trainer and capability programs. That's it. And thank you once again, Elvis, for introducing this group and making us a part of your group.
Thanks,
so thank
Siddhi.
you.
Thanks. Where are you from? I didn't get it.
I'm from Kolkata.
Kolkata. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
City of Joy.
Yeah, that's what I said. City of Joy, Kolkata.
Yes. Anyone else? Maybe last one or two of you. Anyone would like to?
Okay.
Share.
May I? Elvis,
Yes,
may I?
please go ahead.
It's Renu here. Hi. Good evening, everyone. I'm Renu Chopra. Basically, I'm Punjabi, but yes, 15 years I spent my life in Goa, and last 2 years now I'm in Bangalore. So basically, in Goa, I was running my teacher training institute, which is still running, Montessori Teacher Training Institute, and a preschool. But in Bangalore, I'm a behavior skill trainer also. And in Bangalore, I got opportunity to work in one Manipal Institute, a banking institute, where I'm teaching young bankers communication subject to them.
Wow.
So I've done few things in coaching, which I'm willing to start my journey as a coach, but not getting the right channel. So maybe this platform will help me to just move it ahead. But yes, training is my passion. I love doing trainings. So
Wonderful.
that's
Wonderful.
all about me.
Nice. Nice. So guys, Jinal is the co-host today with me. In case there is some, power shortage or something, Jinal will always be there as a co-host. This is just as an emergency backup. And Jinal, we would have to mute everyone when we start explaining the activities. Yeah?
Yes, I'll do that.
Once the activity is explained, all are unmuted, you can ask your questions. So anything arises in your mind while we are explaining, taking the activity, just park it and note it down. Because at times what happens is when the whole thing is explained, your questions are already answered in the explanation. So parking would help here. And yes, so fine, we are at sharp 7. Shall we begin?
Yes,
Okay,
we can.
great. Yes, let's begin. And anyone would like to share any icebreakers? Just 2-3 of you maybe. What all icebreakers do you conduct to break the ice in the room? Once we understand that, I'll share what I have with me in the kitty for today. Maybe you can raise your hands. You can just use the emoticon there. Raise your hand. Anyone who would like to share? Yes, Mosmi, kindly go ahead.
Yeah, so one of the thing that we do, it's basically for introduction and also works as an icebreaker is that, so suppose, instead of self-introducing, so we take a minute or so where we learn about the other person and the other person learns about me. And then, I introduce myself as the other person and the other person introduces me. So that is one of the icebreaker, which helps to learn, I would say. And the other icebreaker is, we all have coins in our pocket. Sometimes we tell them, okay, just take a coin, wherever it is from your purse. And the year that is mentioned, say suppose 19 or 2002, 3, 5, 8, whatever. And then we ask them to narrate any instance or something that happened, on that particular year, something good, whatever. So that is another thing that we do in terms of the icebreaker and also helps to learn also.
Okay.
These
So
are
guys, like as others are also sharing their icebreakers, if you wish, you can make a note. So this will enhance our learning. We will be getting more icebreakers in our bank, along with what I am going to share today. Yes. Thanks, Mosimi. It's a wonderful icebreaker. Yes, Sioli.
Thank
Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, it's the one similar to what Maushami has said. So it's called, you can name it as introducing a partner or coffee with Karan. So here the people are made into pairs. And I'll also tell you how we make the pairs is like, let's say there are 20 people. So we make chits of 20 with two varieties, let's say pencil and paper. So once we distribute the chit, I tell them that people, all those who have got pencil, just get up and come and stand one place horizontal, I mean, in an adjacent one next to each other. And then the people who have picked up eraser, they also stand in an horizontal line, but facing the pencil. And then I tell, okay, one pencil, one eraser, make a partner, make your pair and go and sit. So once all the pairs have settled down, then what I tell them is that now what you're going to do is you're going to introduce your partner. So I'll give you 2 minutes, write down information about yourself in your note paper, and then exchange the information with your partner. Right? Once that is done, then the twist is that now you, as a pair, you've got to introduce each other, but as a celebrity. So we've seen programs like Coffee with Karan or Kapil Sharma show, where the host introduces the celebrity with a lot of hype, josh, excitement. So that's how you're going to, make the other person feel like a celebrity, and you've got to introduce them. So a little bit of a additional information help, but I normally strict it to 4 restrictions. And I say you can use your imagination, and you can tell she's the beauty queen of Kolkata, whatever. But basic certain information has to be there. So when each pair finishes introducing each other, then the next pair comes up. So that adds a lot of fun, humor, excitement, josh. That's it.
Great. Guys,
So
I have understood. If you have not understood, please
Yeah,
ask for the clarification.
I was a little fast.
Yeah, it was a little fast. That's fine. So because if you don't understand, you won't be able to conduct it. So make sure you can ask Sioli if you have not understood something.
Hope it's clear, team.
Yes, Sioli, can you please repeat it?
Once again, okay. So first is you make pairs, all right? And how you make the pair is that you make chits. Let's say you've got 20 people, or let's say even you have, let's say you have 20 people. So you make chits of 20 of different varieties, 2 variant maximum. So let's say if you use Tom and Jerry, right? Or pencil eraser, whatever. So you distribute the chits among all these 20 people, and then you ask them to pick up a chit from the board, right? Now, once they've picked up, all of them have picked up the chits, then you tell them that, okay, all those who have picked up pencil, please come up, get up, and stand next to each other in a line. All right. Then your next instruction is all those who have picked up eraser, right? You also get up and stand in an horizontal line adjacent to each other, but facing the pencil. So now you have one pencil, one eraser facing each other. All good so far?
Yes.
So then you tell them, okay, now one by one pair, you go and settle down. I don't ask all the pairs to go and settle down together because it's going to create confusion. So one by one, each pair is asked to settle down. Now, once all the 10 pairs have settled down, then I give the instruction that you're now not going to introduce yourself, but your partner. So these are the 4 information. Let's say whatever your name is common, definitely name, maybe the role, location, and one additional information like what you like to eat or your favorite movie, whatever, something fun-filled. And then you give them 2 minutes, write down the information about yourself, and then exchange the information with your partner, right? Once that is done, they have all exchanged their information. Then I tell them comes the twist that one by one pair is going to come up in front and introduce your partner, but not in the normal way. All of you have seen shows like Coffee with Karan or Kapil Sharma show, where the host introduces the partner as a celebrity, right? With a lot of josh, excitement, hype, using a lot of, imaginary words like the gorgeous Salman Khan or the gorgeous Deepika Padukone. That's how they introduce. So similarly, you've got to introduce your partner in a similar fashion. Right? And also give, so that it doesn't go too extended, I also give them that each pair gets 1 minute to finish off with the introduction, so that you can restrict the introduction. And in case there is an odd number, for example, there are 21 people, then there will be 9 pairs, okay? And the last 3 will be asked to form a triad. So in that case, A will be introducing B, B will be introducing C, and so on. So this adds a lot of fun, humor, there's excitement, and people use different kind of body language, introducing the other as a celebrity. So that's it.
Yeah, so great, Sioli. Actually, this is just a outline. You can be creative. You can use anything. You can use a city and country. City and capital of the city. You can use country and the continent. Okay. So which continent, which country comes under? So you can be creative. There is nothing hard and fast.
Variant, but restricted to 2 only. In case you're using this as a pairing technique, for pairing, if you're only using this technique, then restricted to 2.
Great. Any last person? Maybe Okay, Renu, please go ahead. Thanks, Yuli, wonderful.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Sangeeta.
Basically, this activity, I do it with my young bankers and previously also. Teachers, this is a very good activity for a known group, but yes, you can try with unknown group also. So what you have to do, we call it, it's a first visiting card, give name to this, and it is a more of value-based activity. So what I tell them, what you have to do, everyone has to write their own name on their paper. So I asked them to actually create their paper as a book also. So just make a cut and make it like a book where they can write. But yes, then everyone is writing their own name on the book, and they have to go to each other, and everyone has to exchange that paper with each other by greeting and ask them to write any two good qualities. See, if it is a known group, they might can write, but sometime I have tried with unknown group also, and it works. Whatever you are observing about person, just randomly write any two good qualities about that person. So once they write, they don't need to write name for ki I have written this. It's not required. Just give the paper exchange, keep moving to the next person. So it can be run 5 minutes, 10 minutes, accordingly whatever time is required. So once they introduce, I ask them to introduce. You don't have to say my friend has observed about me. You have to say I am so and so, and I have these qualities. So I message give through this activities. Sometimes we have qualities, but we are not observing, but others are observing. So we need to be very mindful. So it could be a positive, it could be a negative, but right now we work on only positive qualities. So this, when you sometimes feel low, you can keep it as your first visiting card. You have these qualities, but maybe you are not aware about these qualities. So it can be a great resource for you, being to motivate yourself. So that's the activity normally.
Great, fantastic,
If
wonderful.
there is
If any query, any clarity you want, please let me know. I'll clear. If it is not clear, I'll clarify.
Yeah, Elvis, can I share?
Yes. Okay. Can you make it very quick?
Yeah, it's very quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my called as a meet and greet. Okay. So before we start the program, I just ask them to move around the group and tell them you have to meet the maximum number of people. Just not meeting, just go meet them, shake hands, and introduce yourself. Just say, I'm so and so, so happy to meet you. So the end of the time, say give them 3 minutes time. We will just see who has met the maximum number of people. Okay, so by this way, I think most of them will mingle with each other and at least try to get the names of the maximum number available in the group.
Great, fantastic, wonderful. Okay, so yes, guys, thank you for your wonderful sharings. Yes. So now I will share something which I have for you today. Okay. The first one which I have is called as the group resume. The group resume. Okay. So in the grouping techniques, we have seen n number of techniques where we form them into 3 or 4 groups. Okay, now once you form the group, your main agenda is to break the ice. Okay, so icebreaker is basically to make them talk with each other, let them get comfortable, and so that you are on the right note now to begin your session. So the first technique which I have is called as the group resume. Now this is a group interview. Okay, normally you see interviews happening just 1-to-1, right, or many to one, but here it is going to be 1-to-many. You are the interviewer and the group is the interviewee. So the group now has to discuss with each other and you will give them criterias. Okay, I want you to form the number of letters of the names of the first name, middle name, last name of each member of the group and count the number of letters. So the first criteria of the resume is number of letters of your name. Whichever group has the highest number of letters is the winner for that criteria. Okay, this is something very funny, innovative. Okay, at the end, you will be having n number of criterias and whoever wins most of the criterias is selected. is a winner is selected in that interview. Okay. So the second criteria, the first one is letters of their names, first name, middle name, last name. They will all sit down and spell out their names, and there's a lot of interaction that will happen. Yes. The second is you can maybe take age. Count the age of the group. So each one will share their ages with each other. They will do the addition and they will find out the group age. The third criteria could be experience. Okay, the third criteria could be experience. If you're doing it for the professionals, the corporates, students, maybe experience would not come. Okay. So you can alter, you can modify as per your audience. So the third criteria is experience. So all of them will share, okay, I have 10 years, I have 5 years, I have 3 years, then they will do an addition. And that is a group experience. The fourth one could be number of awards that they have received in their professional life, in their professional career. Okay, it could be anything. It could be the best promising employee or the outstanding employee or performer of the year, whatever. Okay, now it cannot be a performance which they got when they were in third standard in, eating the banana wala race. Okay, it has to be something that is of their professional journey in their career. So like that, you can have n number of criteria. Now you be creative, you think of something more, you can add, you can delete. Okay, at the end of the whole exercise activity, you will see who is the winner, who has won most of the criteria. And then you say, okay, they are the winners of this interview. They are selected. This group is selected in this interview. And there is a lot of interaction that happens, lot of interaction. I have tried this ample number of times. And it's a wonderful icebreaker. Anything you have not understood, you would like to clarify?
Yes, can you repeat the first one?
The first one is name, the letters in the name. So if it is Elvis, E-L-V-I-S, De Silva, D-S-I-L-V-A. So 5 plus 6, 11. So each one counts the letters in their name. Yes. Second was age, third was experience, fourth was awards. Likewise, you may add more.
And what is the group size when we are dividing them?
Group size, there is nothing like that. We had discussed the group activities, group techniques, right?
Yeah.
So accordingly, you group them.
Okay.
Okay. Just you need to make sure there are equal number of participants in each group.
Okay, great.
How we, so Elvis, there is a question. How we debrief about it?
See, this is just an icebreaker. It's not an activity that you are conducting to give them a message. So there is no point of a debrief here. It is only an icebreaker.
Shall we declare some winner or first or second or third?
Just for the fun sake, you declare, okay, this group is the winner.
Okay. Got this.
Yes.
Elvis, me being a facilitator, what is my role there? I'm an interviewer or?
You are the interviewer. You are the interviewer. You are just giving them criteria and asking them to answer it.
Achha.
So as
suppose my participants group is divided into say 4, 20 people, yeah, each table cluster sitting 5. So I'll be interviewing each of the group.
Yeah, you just maybe if you have a whiteboard in the room, okay, you just write down the first criteria. Then they discuss, they calculate the total number of letters in the names of each of the participant. Okay, then you write down the score, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Okay, then you tell them the second criteria, write it down on the whiteboard. They again discuss what are the ages, they add it. You write the score on the whiteboard. Group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Okay. At the end, you will have a score sheet on the whiteboard where you know who is a clear winner.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much.
Okay, now here there is nothing like, okay, it's luck. They will have a lot of objections, but sir, they are highly experienced people are gone in that group, therefore they will have more awards. So it's okay. All seniors are in that group, so definitely, by default they will have maximum age. So now that is luck. जो भी group technique बन गया वो बन गया. Group technique के हिसाब से group बन गया.
So
ठीक है?
this is a message we can relate to, that how we can see our powers, our potentials.
It is like a group analysis also you get, okay, what is the group strength, and they come to know each other. When they are discussing about awards, they are knowing each other more. Okay, oh, you got this award, oh, you got this award.
In fact, such kind of contradiction itself is an icebreaker. They all get discharged and then they become competitive. And then throughout the training program, they all will now participate with more competitive mindset. So yes, getting into them kind of a conflict is also an icebreaker.
Yes. Just you should be able to control the crowd. Do not let it escalate further. Tell them it is just for fun. It is just an icebreaker. Don't take it too seriously. It's a high energy icebreaker. Yeah. Second.
This is a brilliant. Thank you so much. One of the creative thing we can add in this number of books they have read.
You can do anything. You can do anything.
Number of hobbies they have. Yeah.
Number of hobbies. Number of certifications they have done.
Yeah.
Okay. Number of courses they have done as a professional.
Correct. Excellent.
Whatever you add, be creative.
So number of webinars we attended.
Number of webinars you have attended. Maybe in the last 6 months, you can set a criteria also, or in the last 1 year. Since we have crossed half year, in 6 months, how much have you done? What have you done in 2024?
In fact, I feel that this is such a beautiful icebreaker because it gives each and every one to first is participate, contribute, and as well as every group will somewhere be the first one. So everyone is actually getting an award and everyone is being taken into consideration. So I don't think that anyone will be lacking behind. And that motivates the group to participate in the entire, say, workshop very, very highly and zealously. So this is a very beautiful icebreaker for known as well as for unknown. Thanks, Elvis. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. But you know what? Now this is, okay, age and all, it's fine. Okay, that is very visible. You can check on Aadhaar card and all that stuff if you want you do. Okay, but you may not have so much time to do all that things. But when it comes to certifications and all, and you checking the authenticity may not be very viable. Now again, do not get too serious or too technical and orthodox about it. Just take what they're saying. Some of them will be like cheaters. They will cheat. Okay. They will ask others to tell and then they will increase their certifications. So all that happens. But it is fine. It is an icebreaker. Okay. It is fine. Just handle the crowd. That's it.
Even you can have a criteria for the shoe size.
You can even have that. Shoe size. Numbers. Okay. Let's total up the shoe sizes of everyone.
Yes. Numbers 6, 7, 9, 10, whatever. Yeah.
I feel it's a very good icebreaker because these days we are out of those old icebreakers wherein we ask them, okay, now you stand up, you tell us your name, designation, how many years of experience. So rather than getting on, because most of them, I do leadership, so most of them are like, the aha is that, ma'am, you do not make us, you did not ask us to stand up and introduce. So I feel this is very good to get them very comfortable with each other because they would be progressing, in the training together. Although they might be put in different groups. Again, the groups being shuffled and reshuffled. But yeah, within themselves, at least they have been able to at least know each other from the very basics. So thanks. Yeah, I think I will use this virtually. But
great.
Can I add one more? There could be group name. We can ask them and make a hue cry for that. So whosoever is the louder one.
Yeah. So as you're saying, what basically I do is I have not mentioned that in this today's kitty, but it's okay as you have brought it out. Form them into groups. Your groups are already there. Give them 3 tasks. Okay. First, they need to form a leader. They need to name their group, some creative name. Okay. It should not be a very regular name. And thirdly, they need to decide a slogan. Slogan with action.
Yeah.
Elvis, what we call, I'll just to add on to what you have said. So what I use is the term is a war cry, because slogan might at times seem a little political or what. So I say use a war cry.
War
so,
cry. Yeah, that too is a good term. Yeah.
Anything related to their name. Yeah.
To the related to the
I give them a
name.
theme.
Theme and yeah.
So I give
Yeah,
them.
I call it as
war
Naam Nara Nishan. Triple N. You know, you have a creative name,
So
have
that's
your
the-
own tagline, Naam Nara Nishan. So that also becomes a very
yes,
good
that
thing.
is the army term. I'm happy people
But
like.
then the issue could be that not all your audiences might understand Hindi. So that is one challenge.
No, that
So
that
to
you do it
overcome
only
that,
with. You can only do it with people. You know your audience, no? So if they are all Hindi speaking, you can always do it. Otherwise, give it a different name, and just give the 3 questions like what Elvis is saying. But I give a theme to say that your war cry should be dynamic, or your war cry should be, whatever you can. So that brings in more energy.
And nothing political, and also mention that nothing political, spiritual, all those things controversial, nothing of that. So just keep it fun based.
Right. Okay, guys, is this fine? Let's move to the next one.
Yeah,
Hello.
kindly, Elvis, please move on to the
let's
second
move to the next one.
And by the way, Elvis, you are also mentioning 7:30. You need to go for a meeting, so concern about your time
So
also.
the next one is Sun Shines On. Okay, the name of the icebreaker is Sun Shines On. So you form the group into a circle. There is one person on whom the den is. Okay, he's in the center, and then he needs to say the phrase "Sun shines on." Now, for example, he says "Sun shines on a person whose name begins with the letter A." Okay, a person whose name begins with the letter A. So all those whose first names, their letter begins with letter A, need to exchange their places. They need to exchange their places. They are in a circle, okay? So when he says the sun shines on a person whose name begins with the letter A, all the A's need to change their places. And this guy who's in the center also needs to take his place. If he does, he's not able to take the place, again the den comes on him.
But you have to keep one chair less. That is the trick.
No, there is no chair. There is no chair. All are standing in a circle.
I do it on chairs. And
okay.
I don't say sun shines on, we say something else. But anyway, that's okay. But
yeah, there are
we do it like
variations.
musical chairs where you have one chair less, and the den comes there, and then everyone runs and occupies another chair.
Right,
and
right.
They jump for each other's chair is something very interesting.
Okay, okay. So you can again have variation. Sun shines on a person who's wearing a red shirt. Okay, sun shines on a person who lives in Mumbai. Whatever. Now you decide. You know your audience, right? You know from where are they coming, what are they working into, what is their background. So accordingly, you make your criteria. Sun shines on. Have a backup of 5 to 10, whatever, depending on the time that you have. Is this very clear? Any doubts? Any clarifications?
So, Elvis, what I understand is something like, will you marry me or not? And then the person says no. And why? The person asks why. And they say, because you have 2 credit cards, you're wearing brown shoes or whatever. So people who are wearing brown shoes and all start running.
That's good, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is something which actually creates the buzz, just an icebreaker. So you just, anybody, randomly, they just go and ask anybody. So this usually runs well in colleges or campus to corporates, because they have that zeal, they're in that age group. So, you just ask anybody. So even a guy can go to a guy also, and, will you marry me or not? And if the person says yes, nothing. But then if the person says no, then the person asks why. And then because you're wearing a black shirt, so
Okay.
so all the people who are wearing black shirts will switch places.
Switch the
So
place.
something similar, yeah.
Great. So you can have many variations. You can have many variations. Yes, great, fantastic, wonderful. Okay.
I have a question
Yes.
here. Hello. So when you say the sunshine is on all the people whose first name starts with letter A, you said the person who is having den will also switch the place. I didn't understand. Where will he switch the place? I mean, if his name doesn't start with A, then how?
No, since he has shouted it out, okay, and now the people who are with A change their place. He needs to go and take one of the places. He needs to rush and take one of the place. So there will be one person who will not get a place.
But how,
If you want for this,
that is what I was saying. In chairs, it is
chairs.
possible. If you're standing, there could be a gap. You'll stand there. So
Correct.
there's no restricted place. That
You
is
can
why.
use chair.
So
You can use a
chairs,
chair.
you keep one chair less, then only it works very well. Then
So
one person has to
here
be in the
what
den.
so what we can do is here, if I may add to this query, we can have the person calling out who is outside the circle, or maybe in the center of the circle. And then he calls out, and then there's a person. So what will happen is, like he says, the sun shines on a person who has 2 credit cards. So then people having credit cards will switch, and this person will replace one place that's vacant, and the person who does not fit in the circle, now that person takes the turn to then say the next
But
condition.
if you're standing, where is the place? I mean, there is a vacant place. There's a
I
vacuum.
mean, everybody will get that place, right?
It is better to use chairs then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also another thing I use is that you are not allowed to sit on the chair next to yours, so that there is more movement. It's not that you just shift one chair.
Right. Okay. Anything
And
else
just
on
one
this?
minute.
Yeah.
Minute. I also use something which can be very interesting. You may all like it. That when you want everyone to run, you don't want, because when you say black shirt or specs or anything, only those people will run. So all those who have got 2 eyes, okay, everyone has to run. And that becomes very hilarious. And that means because everyone is running, there is more commotion, and that one seat to be vacant becomes more of a sort of excitement.
Yes. Nice. Very, very creative. Great. Let's move, guys, to the next one.
Yeah, Elvis, third one.
Okay. So the next one is, you can title it whatever. You can title it the name of the company where you're going for the training, okay? Or name of the college, whatever, whichever organization you're going for. Now, there are people standing, your crowd is standing in a circle, okay? And you ask them to count from 1 to 3. Okay, they count from 1 to 3 or 1 to 5, whatever. But you just set a ground rule that multiple of 3. Every multiple of 3 will not shout out the number, but they will shout out the name of the company. Okay. So for the example, the name of the company is ABC. So 1, 2, ABC. 4, 5, ABC. 7, 8, ABC. 10, 11, ABC. Are you getting it? So every multiple of 3 should not tell the number, but the name of the company.
Alvish, we can also do like if it will be 3 or multiple of 3, then we can clap. We can say to the.
So that is a variation. That is a variation that will come.
Yeah.
They can either clap, or this is to make it a little more connecting. Okay, like, okay, you're gone to that company, they belong to this company. So that stuff, we can always have clap or just click or stamp, whatever.
Okay.
Now to make it a little more complicated. Yes. Someone is saying something. Yeah. To make it a little more complicated. In the chat box, just a minute.
Yeah, if the number of participant is a multiple of the number, it becomes repetitive.
Multiple of the number. It will become repetitive. Yeah, it will become repetitive. Very good point. Okay. So, you change, na? There is nothing fixed. You can either take multiple of 3, multiple of 5, multiple of 7. You modulate it. There is nothing
Elvis,
fixed
I
that
was
you
the
only
one
have
who
to take.
posted it. Elvis, I was the one who posted it. The point here is, for example, if at all we are saying 3, okay, 1, 2, ABC, 4, 5, ABC. If the number of participants is 12, so what happens is the guys automatically know that, so they'll keep on repeating ABC. So we will have to figure it in such a way that it does not become repetitive.
Correct.
So if it is 12, make it number of is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 ABC, 6, 7, 8, 9 ABC. So it doesn't become repetitive there.
Also, one more thing. Okay, now you're going in a clockwise. Okay, you can go in a reverse, anti-clockwise again. Okay, first time you take it clockwise, second time you take it anti-clockwise.
It'll be the same person.
Elvis, one more thing.
Elvis, it'll be the same person. ABC, and then it will be ABC again.
Okay, so
it'll be the third
even if
person.
this happens, this happens, there is one more variation. You can go to the switch it to the next level. So whoever comes before that multiple needs to clap.
I'll tell you a variation that I do.
One more.
It's called 7.
Uh-huh.
It's called the lucky 7.
Okay.
So what you do is it is all figures that have 7. So you just it's not for companies here. All figures that have 7, all numbers that have 7 or multiples of 7 will clap and not say anything. So the first person says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 doesn't clap and keeps quiet. 8 must say 8. If he says 7 or misses out, he's out. So you keep taking out people. It's a beautiful game. We used to do it in parties also.
Okay.
It has become you can do it in a party. You can do it in any networking organization.
Yeah. Also, some guys will get out. Okay, because and you tell them to do fast. Okay, some are not alert. They will say the name, say the number, so they get out. So the same number may not get fixed. So there will be some.
Everyone will have different, and every time you have to be so alert because what do you call 7 20 27 28 together, so the two people have to keep quiet.
Right.
So it's very interesting.
Yes. Okay. So any question, guys? Any doubts? Now in the same thing, okay. Now whenever it is multiple of 3, okay, the one who is a multiple of 3 has to keep his hand like this, okay, direction. Now he also has to decide a direction from where it will continue. If he does this, it will continue from this side. If he does this, it continues from this side. So the neighbors have to be very alert. Where is he placing his hand? Is it to the left or is it to the right? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So this thing, what we mentioned, that now they know, there's a 6, there's going to be 9, so they have to shout out the number. That goes out of the window. Because now there is a variation. They either keep their hand when they are multiple of 3, when they are saying ABC, they also have to keep their hand either to the left or either to the right. And from that direction, the chain continues. Are you getting it? Yes, Victor. Is it clear, Victor? Okay, great, fantastic. Now there is the fourth one. Now in this you need to use a ball, a sponge ball, the yellow color one which you use for pumping the blood which is given in the hospitals and all. The yellow smiley
ball. Squeeze ball.
You can use that. Otherwise the other ones will hurt. Okay, tennis or rubber if you use. So use that. They are again in a circle. This is the fourth icebreaker. Okay, fourth icebreaker. They are in a circle and they need to throw the ball to any person in the circle. Now, this is not as simple as this. Okay, they are not just throwing the ball to anyone in the circle, but whoever catches the ball, the one to the left and to the right, needs to clap. So whoever is holding the ball, their neighbors, the one to the left and one to the right, needs to clap, or you decide. They just need to sit, or they just need to jump. Be creative. And you will see that many of
This
them
can
are not.
also be done. Sorry to interrupt. You
Yes.
continue. I'll
Go ahead, Jinal. Go ahead.
This can also be done with a hula loop. The same thing, but instead of throwing the ball, they are just moving in a circle. The hula loop is kept down.
Okay.
And when the music stops, such a thing can be done.
Okay. Fine. You can do that way also.
Because not everyone is good with catching the ball. So this way they are even moving around. It is energizing them.
Yeah.
As well as they are being very attentive as to who's getting into the loop. And after a few rounds, you can add one more loop. Like instead of one, there are 2 hula loops.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
Elvis,
Yes.
this particular icebreaker which you said, there is the person who holds a ball. Yeah, the person who throws the ball and somebody catches, and the neighbors either clap or they dance. That you can be creative. There's any next level to this, or this just
No,
that's
this
all?
is just
Yes.
simple.
Okay. That's all.
Yes.
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
Or you can do variations. The one to the left will, the one to the right will. So it becomes very confusing sometimes for them. They need to be very alert and sharp
Yeah,
and
alert. Yeah.
prompt.
Yeah,
Who does
correct.
not do that? Now the left may clap, the right will do this. Out.
True. Yeah.
Okay. Add
Great,
your own
great.
variations.
Superb.
Yes.
So Alvish, we can do one more thing, like if we are passing that ball, that person have to take any topic and he have to discuss.
Okay, but then again, it will be, this is an icebreaker, no? We don't want to make it very, knowledge or something like that. It has to be very fun.
So this could be a fun, like for example, he or she have to select any of the brand name and he have to say something on that brand name.
Okay, you decide if you feel your audience is okay for you for that particular thing. You decide on the floor.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you can decide on the floor.
Great, Elvis.
So yes, guys, now these are all activities. I had something more for you. Just give me a minute. Okay, so here is the thing. We just 2 more things, and with that we will end. Okay, is that fine? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, now this is kind of a icebreaker also, or a brain teaser, whatever you call it. Okay, so you see there are 4 houses here, and this is a town of Alex, Ben, Rick, and Maria. Now, okay, so can you see all this very clearly?
Yeah,
Yes.
Elvis, very clear on the
Yes,
screen.
Yeah.
Alex, Ben, Rick, and Maria.
Yeah,
Very
Alex,
clear.
Ben, Rick, and Maria, these are the 4 houses. There's a robbery in this town, and the police comes for an inquiry. And all of them say that when the robbery took place in the town, we were all in the house. So now you need to identify who's the robber. Who's telling lies to the police? Anyone can answer this?
Can you repeat once again?
Yeah, this is a town where there are 4 houses, and there's a robbery that has taken place in this town. Now, police comes for an inquiry in each of these 4 houses and asks them that where were you when the robbery took place? They all say we were at home when the robbery took place. We are not the robbers. Now, who's telling lies?
Answer is Rick,
Why?
because there is snow below his car.
Very good. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the sign that he has gone out somewhere, and therefore the snow got collected below his car. The rest of the houses, if you see, it's plain. That means the car was parked there. This guy is telling lies. The car had gone out. He had taken the car out. Now this is, you can use it just to break the monotony, maybe in between of the session also, just to check how alert they are. So in that sense, it can be an icebreaker. Okay. Is it very clear, guys? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now this is another one which you can use. All of you, can you please just have a glance at this number for 10 seconds? Do not write the number. Do not write the number. Only look at it. Do not use your pen and a paper. Just look at the number. Done? 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds.
Done.
Great.
Remember this one?
Yes?
Yeah, even I think I have played this. I know this.
Yeah, from the ILA training.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ask them to reproduce the same number. Okay, and some of them they develop their own strategy and make chunks and they remember. But the main trick is that, okay, why is this not changing? The main trick is it's 4 seasons, 12 months, 52 weeks, 7 days in a week, in a day, 24 hours. Each hour has 60 minutes. Every minute has 60 seconds. Some months are of 31 days, some are 30 and some are 28.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so these are some creative and innovative ways that you can try to bring that alertness and presence of mind in the room. Whenever you feel that, now your crowd is getting bored of listening to you and you have already had one icebreaker, so you can have such things where they need not even stand. They can sit where they are and you can break the monotony.
Can you bring back the number slide?
It's 4 seasons in a year. 4.
No, can you bring it back?
Okay, just a minute.
Thank you.
1 minute.
Can you also repeat it once again?
Okay, just a minute.
4 seasons, 12 months.
4 seasons, 12 months, 52 weeks. Each week has 7 days. Each day has 24 hours. Each hour has 60 minutes. Each minute has 60 seconds. Some months are of 31 days, some are of 30, and some are of 28. Amazing. Yes. So I use it in a different way. It is an icebreaker, but I use it in a communication skills training that, the way you represent your message is also very important. You need to structure it. And so I debrief it in a different way. It's basically an icebreaker, but I use it also in communication.
It's excellent, Elvis. I want to share with you one of the situations where it will be useful for me. I train franchises of counter salespeople, and these people work from morning 5 o'clock to night 11 o'clock. And sometimes they are asked to come for the training the next day, right? Just imagine, again, they have to get up at 5 o'clock, do their work, and reach the office for the meeting. So most of the times they drowse, actually. So I don't disturb them, actually. They're sleeping, I don't disturb. But sometimes, when this particular technique I can follow, I can put this slide and ask them to think. They come out of the sleep. Yeah. Excellent, Elvis.
Great. Fantastic. There are many more. As the session progresses, the day progresses, I will bring out some more techniques, okay, which are such visual things related to communication or structuring. So we'll cover that too.
Elvis, whatever slides you're showing, you'll be sharing with us?
Sure. I will put it on the group.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So
Okay,
Elvis,
guys,
which group is this? Because I don't think that I'm part of the group. Is there a link which was sent by any chance? Or have I missed? Means definitely I missed it.
You can just say a hi to me on my number. I'll share.
Okay,
I'll
fine.
put my number in the chat, okay?
I have your number.
Okay, you have my number, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Fine. Okay, guys, so that is all what I had for today. I hope it was useful for you. You can use it in your trainings.
Yeah, of course, it was fantastic, Elvis. You're
Great.
adding so much of wealth of knowledge on a day-to-day basis. Because when we do a functional skill, it will be monotonous. When we add such things, brings in a lot of flavor and fervor.
Yes. It makes them
all gratitude to you.
It unfreezes them, and they are ready to share them. Great, guys. So invite more trainers, bring them in, your friends, anyone from your company who's into training. Let them come, let them learn. Ask them to share it with others.
In fact, one of the things you're added is you kind of inspired people like me, to look at this particular opportunity to give and share.
Yes.
To be very honest with you, we've been only thinking about how our business will go up, how my daily job. But the moment we met you, or I met you, and I start seeing your messages in the group, the way you are sharing, it inspires others to do that. They say one step for a man and a great leap for mankind.
Great.
Yeah, and I've been propagating this since 2005. That was my first post when I came out of the army. I found every trainer was working from an island of excellence. Everyone thought I am great, and you copy something from Google and then call it my content and won't share it with anyone. So I told people, yeah, why don't we collaborate? And Asif knows that we have been friends for long. I mean, I am so open to sharing, and a lot of people feel ye mera content le jayega, so he'll do better than me. And I tell them a joke. There won't be time for that now. But I tell them, मैंने देवानंद की picture तो 12 बार देखी, but I couldn't become Devanand. So you can take my content, you still can't deliver the way I will deliver.
Right.
That is exactly the reason, Elvis, I was saying, let the group be open, let them post everyone.
Only like I got some trainers who were saying, no, what is this happening and all. So
what?
Let people copy, let people promote themselves. That's absolutely fine.
I agree with that, but I have one thing to add, if I may. It becomes too many posts, so that you miss out the important things, and the things that actually make more value are missed out. Today itself, I had to star mark so many messages to remember where did I leave reading the post, because I got caught up doing something else. So that's why if we stick to the main things, I think that would be more helpful, and people won't be like, "Ye group mein bahut sare messages aate." But if everything is informative, it will be more helpful, definitely.
Yeah, and if more people share and everyone shares, it'll be overwhelming. You have to pick and choose. The whole world is full of information, so you have to pick and choose.
Definitely.
I'll tell you, any trainer who's ever called me up and said, I'm doing a training, and sometimes even tomorrow, can you send me this activity? I said, I can't. I never write an activity. I'm sending you a voice message, and I've sent it to hundreds of people. They know it. That I'll send you what Elvis is saying. I'll just record it because that is easiest for me. Even if I'm traveling in a car, I'll just take my mobile and record it and send it. And then I save it. If somebody else wants and I don't have to do it again, I'll just send that recording.
There's also one last thing I would like to share, that when you share, if you just read an activity, you may forget it. But when you will share, you need not read it again. Whenever you need it, it will come to you. So it gets very concretely in you when you share something with someone. It becomes a part of you. I don't know what is the magic, but it becomes a part of you.
No. Actually, they say the best way of knowing something is to teach it. If you teach somebody,
Yeah. I was just about to say that when you teach, you learn twice.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. So share, guys. Anyone who needs, please give them.
It's more than twice, Jinal. What is happening is when you are teaching, that experience becomes much more than when you were learning. So the learning
Definitely.
The teaching experience is 10 times more powerful than the learnings.
Right.
I think Ramana has something to share.
Yes.
Actually, the time may be too short. I just want to say we have a WhatsApp group, but that may be converted into community in WhatsApp if possible. where the announcements like the meeting links or important files, those can be separately posted there, and all other casual conversations can happen in different groups.
That can be done. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I think
And
since this group is evolving, all the ideas will lead to, making it a channelized in a good way. Like Elvis started a thing of making the group, and then now there are more admins to it.
Actually,
So all the ideas
I just started for now. It will be a 10 days ka upskill. But then I got messages from many that Elvis, any opportunity and this and that. So I thought, why not, we'll make a database and let anyone comes across any opportunity, and we have those expertise in that list. They will get
in
an
fact,
opportunity training.
yeah, the better way is to use something like Slack, or there is another Slack-like app which facilitates this kind of segregation by threads.
Nothing beats WhatsApp on popularity. That is the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. WhatsApp is casual, but for us, like professional interactions, we need to have something like Slack, or there is another Discord. Discord, which is very much like Slack, where you will have announcements one thread, you will have opportunities another thread, you may have profiles another thread. So people who want to exchange under the particular topic can interact in under those threads. So things are neatly segregated, sorted out by themselves, and we all can jump in, and like initial onboarding one thread can be there, so people get to know who are joining new, get to know all the resources when they join first time. Those kind of segregation can be easily maintained using Discord or Slack apps.
Ramana, please share this link of both.
I was just about to say that we all could find out, and then Elvis could take the calls since he's the
Jinal,
creator. Yes.
we'll meet post meeting again on this. Okay, let's form an inner circle.
Okay.
Organize these things to streamline it in a more organized
Yes.
manner. And if you think, and like people can come into that group who thinks they could add something in organizing.
One more thing, Elvis, is this is such a fantastic group of facilitators. Hence, everyone will take this kind of feedbacks very positively. And as you're saying, you're going to streamline this, and everyone will cooperate. There won't be any issues in that.
So it's easier to migrate when we are less number of people. More number of people, migrating them takes its own time. Sorry to interrupt.
I would like to repeat my request. Whoever you are adding, please ensure that they are ready to abide by the rules. If they are not, then rather than having a post problematic situation, we can just avoid adding them. The description is there clearly mentioned on the WhatsApp group. Elvis has already done that. So if they are ready to follow it, they are very much welcome. But then later on, we don't want to create a chaos disturbing everyone, like the scam thing that was being discussed earlier. John has something.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Yeah, we'll have to meet. I guess we'll have to form at least a team of 3 to 5 of us.
Sure.
Work on streamlining all these things.
Can I pitch in?
Yes, Anne.
John has raised the hand.
Sorry?
Good evening, friends. This is John here.
What? Okay. Carry on.
So I suggested and formed a Google form to collect the data. Tried with Elvis, and Elvis will, I think, shoot out for the session. So in that, the basic information we have put like first name, last name, years of experience, email, city, state, phone number, niche 1, 2, niche 3, and a short profile, a Word document, and a video of 3 to 5 minutes stating what's your expertise and how you speak and how you communicate it. So the maximum size of the video will be 10 MB. Then your gender, male or female, and willingness to travel, yes or no. And any remarks like. That's all. Yes, Elvis, that's fine.
Yes. Yeah, the group can suggest if you think any other field needs to be there in this. Because from what I know, whenever a client asks for a trainer, they also want a profile. And at times they also ask for a video. Like we want to see how confidently, how do they throw their voice and all that stuff. So that is the reason we are asking for the profile and also a 5-minute video.
Okay. Any one of you who are all trainers, obviously, want to become speakers, professional speakers, want to earn money from professional speaking, can please contact me. We have an organization called the Professional Speakers Association of India. I am on the executive committee and I'm a founder member of that. So I have already gone and spoken in Singapore, in Malaysia in May. And that is the only platform that makes you earn money out of your speaking beautifully. I've been charging 1 lakh for my corporate training full days program. I just did one yesterday and it's going to be on LinkedIn right now. It's already posted on LinkedIn, but I get 2 lakhs for 1 hour of speaking.
Wow.
2 lakhs you are getting for the whole, 1 lakh you are getting for whole day, carrying props, carrying more trainers, spending 8 hours traveling and all. Here you just go with your laptop, you deliver a talk and get 2 lakhs. And it's taken me about 2-3 years to get into, because I've already been a speaker, but I had to unlearn and learn because this speaking is structured. And I was in the army. Speaking is like a part of our life, but we were talking unstructured. You were talking to an audience which could not move from there. You're talking to people who said, they have to be there. They can't move out. But today you talk to an audience which starts walking out. So you have to be more structured, focused, and all that.
Yes.
Elvis,
so everyone who's interested, definitely
Elvis,
I am interested. And
Elvis,
all
one
who are
doubt.
interested, please join. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you.
Please let me know
Thank you.
and I will help you with the
Yes, I too
Yeah,
would
thank
like
you
to
so
join.
much, Brigji.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and
Brig
we have got
Sushilji, thank you
5
so much.
chapters.
Yeah.
I don't know from where we all are,
Okay.
but there are 5 chapters: Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore. And others who are not there, like Pune and all, they become members of Mumbai. We do at least 12 to 13 online sessions every month. And international speakers come and tell us how to do things.
Great. Fantastic.
Thanks for that input, Brigadier Ji. Elvis, just getting back to one point you were making, that when John was sharing that, the details of facilitators who are in the group, you were sharing that, it would be good if people share 5-minute video. What would you suggest to the content of that 5-minute video?
Anything. You speak about any topic, whatever is your favorite topic, speak on that. Okay, you want to motivate, speak something motivational, speak that. Or if you want to tell about yourself, see, basically it is not, we are not looking at your content. We are looking at the way you're delivering the content.
Okay.
Okay, the confidence and how you're throwing your voice and how you're using your gestures. So just to get a glimpse, a sample of how will you be in the training room.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
And in speaking, we just have a 1-minute video, normally 1 or 2 minutes, which is called a speaker reel. And nobody will book you till you have a speaker reel. I will share mine today in the group. You can all have a look at it. And mine is not very good. I'm getting another one made. This was done 2 years back when we were in a hurry. But now I'm getting one made because in this there are no testimonials and other things. So these things are required. I think, what I call is a trainer's toolkit. You have to, there are certain things that a trainer must have if you want to really be a professional trainer and make good money out of it.
Yes.
Elvis, I just wanted to add here as he's making a form. So few trainers as I'm working, but I want to explore more areas of training. So one column for if you're available on weekends only. Like sometime it happens. I don't know if work or not, but it's just
Yes. John, I
add on.
think this is a very a wise suggestion coming from her.
Yes.
Yeah. Weekends, available on weekends, only weekends.
Part-time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Any more suggestions? It's everybody. It's our team, so everybody can suggest it and make it more robust.
And one more thing, as I think we are getting like disturbed with so many messages, but what happened now? It is activating the energy in the group. What happened now? If we will streamline it
Yes.
very down, so people will stop participating then.
Correct.
So I think for few days, let it be like this, because as I think Victor said, ki we are all adult. I think if we pedagogy work, adult pedagogy, so we are sensible enough, but gradually it might have happened by mistake
True.
and few people get added. So
True,
that can
true,
be
true.
deleted.
Yeah,
So
or
otherwise
else
the
people will get
connection will not
discouraged, no?
happen.
People will
Connection
get
will not happen.
discouraged.
Yeah.
They will get discouraged. Oh, is my post what I'm going to put, is it a good one or a bad one?
Correct.
Or will it
Then
get,
they,
spammed?
so whether it is a right post or a wrong post,
Yeah.
maybe you have told ki you cannot advertise if it is a paid, that you can do streamline. If it is a pro bono, we can put it. Rather, it's a very good platform, right? If I want to practice as a trainer, I keep one training pro bono and I invite all of my co-trainer, like so that they can come and motivate me more to give the training. So I think it will help me to improve.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just adding to this point, on the same point as I was saying, with all due respect to people, those who may be busy and everything, for whatever reason they were not able to attend this session, we are strong 400 people on this group, but only 29 of us are over here. So people, those who are putting all those messages about promoting themselves, now those are all short-lived. It will fizz out. That's
Yes.
absolutely fine.
Yes.
True, very true.
Also, one reason I think is because we are also having this recorded link, no? So some are okay, we'll get the link. It's there on the YouTube. So why to attend live? But it's a different experience here coming in live. Now we are speaking to each other live. You just okay, guys. So shall we call it a day?
Yes.
Can
It's
I
great,
say a
great
word?
conversation, nice sharing.
Can
Let's
I-
meet again tomorrow.
Someone is trying to say something on this.
Yes. Anyone?
Yes, Elvis, I'm
Yes,
here.
Anne. Yes, Anne.
Okay. I would like to second what Renu was talking about. We are still at an infant stage, if I might say, because what we want to
Right.
do is to learn from you, right?
Correct.
Now
From
you
each other,
are
from each other. We all are learning from each other,
exactly
not from
right,
me.
but then you are the pivot, all
Okay.
right, and we want to learn from you basically,
Mhm.
and I think this 10 days we should give that time. So
Yes.
let's not hurry into anything. We are talking
Very
about
wise,
data,
very wise enough.
and
Victor,
we are
please
talking
come up with such suggestions. Any one of you, you are more experienced than me. Okay. So sometimes I may go wrong. I may not take the right decision. Please correct me. Please give your suggestions and advices. Yes.
yeah. So can I continue?
Yes, continue, please.
All right. Now, so when we're talking about databases and forms and stuff like that, the focus will be shifted elsewhere. So let us be focused right now for these 10 days and then devise a kind of a roadmap, right?
Okay.
And then put the onus or responsibility on certain individuals who would then come up, with their ideas and suggestions and then open it to the group. I mean, that's how I look at it. We are now here to listen to you and to take the best.
Yes.
So opportunities and others will automatically open once we, somebody was mentioning about community. Right now, if we focus on that, then each community will be, pulling the energy in different directions,
Sure,
Elvis.
sure.
That's what I think. So I think we are all, like we said, adults and adult learners whom we teach. So I'm sure people will mull over it and come out with more concrete ways of dealing with it. Okay, that's my suggestion.
Yes. Thanks,
Only my
Anne.
opinion.
John, let's keep it on hold. This rolling out of that form, now. We will do it post 10 days.
Yes, another thing I would like to add, on the 11th day, we could meet again and we could discuss how to make the group more effective. Like right now, it's in the learning stage. Everyone is also even getting to know each other. The 11th day, when we have completed these 10 days, we'll be able to even discuss how to promote ourselves and work on all of those aspects. Like Anne said, that right now everyone wants to learn. So let's learn. 11th day, we will push ourselves to, promote ourselves and put out our word to the outside world.
Definitely. See, all this learning has to convert, okay, in a career. We need to monetize it, okay, or else, just learning, and nothing materializing is no use. Sometime at one point of time, you will start hate learning then.
Right.
So branding, positioning, okay, marketing, all that needs to be learned.
Right.
And therefore, we are having that 3 days we have activated, right? I had said at 300 par, 3 days we are going to meet from every 1st to the 3rd of every month.
Wonderful.
Every month, 1st to the 3rd, we are meeting for an upskilling session where we all can share the best practices, how to market, how to brand, what is needed, what is a lead magnet, how to sell, how to make offers, how to make a value ladder. There are so many things.
Hello.
Elvis, if you want to add any trainer, the number need to be sent to you in your private window?
No, there is an invite link. I guess it is there it is pinned. The
So,
invite link.
if I may, Elvis.
Yes, Chilan.
So there are 3 different ways to add someone to this group. One, you add them, and the approval goes to Elvis and or the other admins. Once they approve, the person is added.
No, I have removed that approval, Jinal. I have removed the approval.
Okay. So
Yeah, that is
then
very
2
clear.
ways, and the link is there. So these are the 2 ways that a person can join the group.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jinan. Thank you so much, Elvis.
No problem.
Thanks. Okay, guys, shall we call it a day?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, bye everyone. I need to jump to another session.
Yeah, thank you so much, Elvis. All gratitude.
It's really lovely talking to you.
Wonderful
Bye-bye,
learning,
Elvis.
and
Bye-bye.
wish
Thank
you
you.
wish you rest of the
Thank
evening
you.
one of the best evenings
Thank
for
you
all
very
the
much.
details.
Sunday. Have a good
Elvis
weekend.
Have a
team. Thank
lovely
you so
weekend
much.
too.
Have a good family time.
I'm
Have a
indeed
weekend. Good
overwhelmed
weekend.
by all the learning.
Yes.
Elvis, we are meeting on Sunday tomorrow also, right?
Yes.
Elvis?
Yeah, tomorrow also we are having
Yeah, we
evening.
are having. Yeah, evening.
You party in the daytime and then evening we'll meet.
Yeah. Wonderful, Elvis. Yeah.
Good one. Bye.
Chalo, take care. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Goodbye.
night.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Brigadier sir, are you saying something? You're on mute.
You
We
are
can't hear you.
muted. You are muted, Brigadier Sushil. You need to unmute.
No. I was saying I was just looking for the leave button and I was not finding it. So I was
Oh.
murmuring to myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Are these the books that are written by you in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Wonderful. My
I've
book is releasing on 4th.
Sorry?
I am releasing my first book on the 4th of September.
Okay, if you want, I can make some good suggestions to you because
Okay.